like that. Very much Miss Sapphire vibe. Oh god, so much is like going on today. This is crazy. NFL starting. It's 9/11. The Queen's going to a castle. One of many of the last ones. A lot of shit's happening this weekend. College football was crazy yesterday. My internet's wanting to fuck up.
I don't know if Michigan had a game. They probably did. I don't pay
I
much
don't think they
attention.
did. Fucking ESPN's gonna go crazy today. Oh my god, I gotta mute the phone. It's gonna get crazy.
It's going nuts right now.
Oh, somebody sent me a picture from the bar last night. The boyfriend actually took the picture willingly. I was like, send that to me. That never happened.
Yeah, I can't open the stream on YouTube because the Wi-Fi is going nuts in my house.
Well, I'm glad to know it's not just mine.
It's
I
like
had to
all
choose.
day it's been just absolute garbage.
Maybe there's something in the air because everybody's watching the Queen and NFL.
Sorry. Just the NFL queens.
Hi, Laura. Between the Queen and NFL, we're insignificant, and the internet is being taken over. Oh my god.
Yeah, but so I was dog sitting for my grandmother's dog for the middle of the week, which was also when the roof was being worked on. So I was able to not be home during all the banging. But
Context.
because it was such a short time, I didn't bring my computer with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like 99% of this developmental edit done, but it's on paper, so I have to transfer it. So that's what I'm working on today, is just typing up what I wrote.
I am working on finishing reading the character arcs book and doing my notes on that. And then, I gotta show you my new purse. I got to show you. So I got tired of having like 3 different bags to take to work. So I found that I had Amazon credits that I didn't know I had. So this cost me like $5.
Okay.
It's
a devil purse.
I love it. It got a little bat wing. Yep. So I got like all my purse stuff in the zipper part right here. And then I got all my book stuff right here. And if I want, I can still put my laptop in. It fits perfectly. It's perfect. Speaking of, let me get my book work out. Yeah, so I'm happy. I can have one purse, one bag. And not so obvious that we're so fucking slow that I'm working on author stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm almost done with this book. So. But it's just so much writing. Because this is one of those that like has questions, like things to ask at the end. And so I write a few chapters of that ahead, and then I go back and actually read and get the context of it and everything. Yeah, the actual notes is only like 3 pages so far, but the questions is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going on 6. It's like 10 to 12 questions per thing. So it's quite crazy. So that's what I'll be working on today. I'm probably about 2/3 of the way done going through all my old books. Problem is I need to work on that today, but the way the internet's working, I don't know if I'm on the bandwidth. The band look. I'm on the band look.
That's when you wear the marching band outfit.
Well, I was about to say it, then I watched the Queen's Royal Guard. He did the parade. It was like band.
What? You sound drunk.
I just woke up too. Like, I'm not remember exactly.
It's like, I have no idea what you just said. You slurred it all out.
No, like the Queen's going into her castle and like they had the like they say something about the Queen dying and then they say something about Charles and they do like 3 save the kings or whatever until all the guard puts their hat up and go, hip hip parade type thing. And they're all like standing in formation and the multicolors and everything just looks like a band, not a militia, not a guard. Because they're all in their kilts and shit. It just looks like a band. So it came out band. No. Told you it's a weird weekend. It was weird yesterday at the bar. It's been a weird Thursday, Friday. Because I was so stressed about whether I was going to get paid or not. I had a tension migraine. 2 days. Oh. And then the boyfriend just reminded me last night that it's only 37 days to less than that because we're halfway through September. 27 days. Whatever. It starts on the 8th. For Ren Fair, and which means only like a week after Ren Fair starts is his birthday. And what I want to get him is like $80. And I just got my first paycheck. Kind of have bills to pay first. Fuck! Which means I need to fucking DoorDash as much as possible the next 3 weeks to have Ren Fair money to cover buying his present. God damn it. I need money. Money.
Money.
Well, like I said, I had attention headache Thursday, Friday, so I didn't do any door dashing. And so, like, Monday I'll get paid $27 for running Monday when we were off. That's all. That's not going to pay for anything.
How are you going to pay for the gas?
Yeah. Pretty much. I only spent like $5 on gas, but still. The good thing is, I like when I do my DoorDash, I have this app called Gridwise, and you press a button and say, starting your shift, track your shift, and it actually will go to the app and get the addresses and stuff like that, and track your mileage. And because it knows what car you have, it'll basically convert that to track how much gas you should have spent, and actually keep all that and track of it for taxes. And my dumb self didn't do that with Lyft, and the first week I did DoorDash, and I could have made so much fucking money the 2 weeks I was using Lyft. Could have saved so much money and put it on taxes, but I didn't. So I probably bit the bucket out of like $100 or so in fucking credits I could have got back. But
we all do stuff that costs money because we don't know the right thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done any apps like that, and sucking my mom ass, I'm like, fuck. She used to deliver papers, so she had to keep track of that. I've never had to do that, so it wasn't in my wheelhouse of things to think about. It was just making money, so I didn't have to borrow money. So, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go grab lunch when I go on the first sprint, because unless he's making omelets again, because I'm hungry. Maybe a scrambled egg sandwich or something. I found this TikTok hack. I want to try it. I'd like to try it now, but I have the time, even if I did it during a sprint. You get 2 of the styrofoam plates, and on one of them, you put enough oil just to cover the bottom, and you put an egg in the middle of it, and you put the other styrofoam top on top, and you tape it up. You put it in the microwave for a minute, and it will actually boil the fucking egg. Like, perfect sunny side up boiled egg. I want to try
Interesting.
this so bad. Like, they did it live, and it worked. And so I really want to try this. I might have multiple egg dishes today. Boyfriend's like, I want to have styrofoam plates. I really want to try that. I was like, I do, and I'm going to try it. All right. Do we want to go ahead and get that first sprint going?
Yeah, might as well.
I'll attempt to get some work done if the internet will let me. It says it's working okay right now, so. All right, we'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1, go! Top Bluey. All right.
Boom.
Boom, 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 boom. All right. So what did everybody do? How did we do?
I got a page and a little bit more than a half of notes typed up.
I ate.
I ate. Bingo.
I cooked and ate the cooked food. And Megan coming in. First off, hello, love. Coming in with a boom. Spence got one little ducky home today. That might be actually be a good thing because you can practice getting one into a routine and bring the other into the routine. It might be a little bit easier transition. But I'm sorry that little girlie has to stay there without her brother and you. But yeah, like I said, I remember that Kira had to stay in for an extra week because they couldn't figure out. She would spit up her entire bottle, and if you didn't give her an entire bottle, like because you're only supposed to give her like so much because she's a preemie, she'd cry. She'd be starving, like she is now. She's a bottomless pit, and so they'd try not to, but then she'd end up cry so much that she'd throw up. So then when they'd give her more to where she was full, she'd throw it all up. So we had to figure out she had to be on soy. It was too thin for her. But yeah, I understand. But going back and forth trying to figure that out is crazy too. So I'm sorry you gotta figure that one out. But let's see. Megan says I did my morning pages and ready myself to start on the rough draft of an article I'm writing. All right, cool. And I don't know if they're still here, but we had a pop in from Michaela. That's not how you say it, probably, but I'm sorry. Saying hello.
That's probably how you say it.
Well, it depends on where they're from. I can think of two other ways, but hello, Halito. I just ate and got my note taking that I got to do pulled up, so we'll see how much I get done actually next chapter. I don't know if I've only got 3 chapters up. I don't know if I just want to finish all the questions and get that part done and then go back and read, or how I want to do it. I think 3 chapters. How many chapters are in this book? No, I got 7 chapters left. God damn it. Thought I was almost done. Yeah, so because with the questions, I'm at chapter 20 out of 27. With the reading, I'm at chapter 17 out of 27. 16 chapters left in the reading. So who knows? List keeps telling me earn extra money. Make an extra $18 for completing 3 rides in a row. Just accept your first ride. And then it has the times. Between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't feel like getting robbed. Well, like yesterday it sent me one between multiple streaks happening in a row. They start at 1 a.m. and you can earn up to $18 extra. Not at 1 a.m. I'm going to earn sleep. Or in last night's case, I'm going to be at the bar laughing at stupid people. They weren't even drunk. I can't even say that. There was no excuse for these people. One needed some inflation because the girl got like no boobs. Her gut was bigger than her boobs. Like minus A's. Whatever. And then one had enough she could have gave, but one wouldn't none some. So it was a night. There was no regulars, and only like 3 of us there, just laughing at these fuckers.
I'm not worried about other people's bodies.
I'm not. It's just they were acting stupid, and it was just all out there. All out there. It was like their bodies are look their stupidity and walk up and go, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" trying not to get kicked out of the bar. And, you know, it's hard not to look when they're, like, throwing themselves and hitting you and falling over. And yeah. Spencer, I'm very much bright siding this as much as I can. I had a sobbing fit on the phone with my mom yesterday, but during the day, I just get to look forward to my own bed and me, Pete's Demon's mommy, too. Yeah. Is he still in the, oh my god, I have siblings? Or is he like, take them back already? They're not even here yet. Take them back. I think he'll be a good big brother. We'll see how protective or devious he gets, but I think he'll be a good brother. Yeah. Well, like I was saying, like, there's so much stuff happening. For the U.S., it is 9/11. And then there's the Queen in Europe. And then there's NFL starting. What, little girl? I have a spy. Mwah. Oh, I love you too. She's just like staring at Dortmund. Wasn't sure if I was going to get to stream today because she's had from 101 to 106 fever the entire week. Today's the first day it's broke and she's like jumping around and happy and excited, and it's so good to see.
Yay.
Had to take her to the ER twice because she got up to 105.8. Yeah. She's like, so once it went back down, she's like, I don't know why y'all took me to the hospital. It's like, your brain starts frying at 104. Like, we know you're crazy. And hopefully going to be goth like me because you like the dark, spooky stuff. But it don't need you to be in a fried brain. See, he's excited as fuck to meet him, but his prevailing emotional state's finally reached the crying for his mommy. Aww, for like the first time in his life. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be his biggest thing is like the attention thing because he's always had you and it's a big adjustment. How big
Very.
is it? Like, it'll be, I'm helping mommy take care of other things, not me. I remember that with my little sister.
But maybe he is old enough. He's at that cusp age where he might still be craving the attention, but he also might be like older and wanting to help. It's that in between.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter whether you're helping or not. Eventually, you're going to be like, I'm helping you take care of these kids. Can I help you take care of me? I mean, my sister came around when I was 10, and I was still like, I'm a built-in babysitter. When do I get you? Like, why am I changing this kid's diaper so you can go take a nap? Can I have you for like an hour? Can we go run errands? Can we do something? I mean, logically, I got it, but emotionally, I was like, I want my mommy. There is no cusp of age that gets better. It goes from, I'm doing everything for mommy, and mommy's not watching me, to, God damn it, I'm a built-in secondary sitter. Can I not?
I don't know. It was a completely different situation for me, so.
Yeah. Oh, they all are. See, Megan gets it. I hate how much my little sister got when she came home from the hospital. Yeah. Which my sister was fine when she came home, but then like my grandmother kept telling my mom that she needed to breastfeed even though she was like 40. And so basically my sister was sitting there starving because my mom was trying to do it that way to shut my grandma up, and it wasn't working. Finally, my mom said, fuck it, I need to sleep, so I'm giving the kid a bottle, and my sister slept for like 2 days. Well, probably not that long, but at least a whole day. Like, oh, finally, I have food. I'm just going to sleep now. And then it was all good. Mom's like, see, I was starving her, so shut up. Do this kid my way. All right. ahead and get another one going before it turns so I don't go crazy. Hey, you weren't supposed to start yet. God damn it.
I want to start.
It wants to. It don't want to go back to 20, that's for sure. Woo! Woo! Stop! Son of a bitch. I can't make it not gonna blow. What the hell? It's possessed. Okay. We'll get this one going in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my god, I knew it was coming and I still jumped. That's what I get for getting into my reading.
That was a delayed boom. I saw the explosion out of the corner of my eye, and it was like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. Okay.
I don't know what happened there. I just want to save. I got a really pretty timer just now. I want to save it, but my computer is in the middle of like confusing itself. I don't want to play it. I just want to save it. I got the bones. I need the bones. Where's my nuke? There it is. Maybe if it starts. Megan's only. Megan is the default winner. No one else is playing.
Not only the default winner, but the actual winner, because she's also first. First out of 1 is still the winner.
This is true. Didn't think about it like that. Didn't think about it like that. I worked on my article. It's terrible. Why is it terrible? I just have to keep reminding myself this is a rough draft. It doesn't have to be pretty yet. Yeah. Something we read about that book that I didn't really like. The book I didn't really like. One thing I did like was how he talks about he actually, because of the way he does things, hardly ever writes a second draft because he has like such a system or whatever. I was like, that would be nice, but I'm not there yet. Definitely not there yet. Hopefully, by the time I read all these books and compile my own little way of doing things, I will have a system and I will be able to do that. But we're not there yet. Even then, it won't be a first draft because then it's got to go to you, and so that's not a first draft, no editing if I'm still giving it to you. Hopefully, it'll be a cleaner first draft. Michaela got 24 words and dinner. Nice. You said dinner. So where are you? What part of the world are you in? Most of us here are in the U.S., but every now and then we get.
I'd say dinner would be Western Europe, Western European, like England
or it could just be in the South and be dinner and dinner supper. That's why I ask. But I know, like right now in Europe, it's like 6 or 7 at night. So.
Yeah, England is, well, UK is 5 hours from me, so it'd be 6 hours from you.
Yeah. Because I know, like, when they were telling about her death, it was, like, already getting dark there. So, I know they're 5 or 6, so, yeah. Oh, and Greece! Oh, I want to go to Greece so bad. Greece is so pretty. In my wannabe life that I wanted before kids and brokeness, I wanted to be an archaeologist. It was like my dream. And that was one of the places I wanted to do was like Greece has underwater, like so much to excavate and like go through, and like they found so much Greek pottery and the cities that have slid into the sea in that area. And I want to go so bad. So bad. That's awesome. Oh, it's 8 o'clock there, so y'all are 8 hours ahead of us. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. We do, so it's 12 now and 8 there. So at 7 o'clock your time, every Sunday, that's when we do these streams on here. And then I guess it would be middle of the night for you because I stream on Twitch on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central. So yeah, that's like what, 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. your time. So if you're ever up and not asleep and just want something to do, find me on Twitch.
Insomnia writing.
Hey, we've all done it, dude. We've all
Yes.
done
This is
it.
true.
Yeah, no, I still could do it, but life has changed. I don't have. I've got $80,000 worth of student loans, and they're not towards doing that. So forget what it was. There was some part of it that like I had to learn in school that my brain was just like, nope, not learning that. We're done. Something in the math part. It's just like, nope. And then now I don't know that my heart could withstand the heat or the pressure or all of that stuff. So now the kid's gonna do it for me.
Yeah, so I ran into one of my hospital coworkers yesterday,
Hmm.
and I was like, "What? How is it over there?" Because I heard from somebody else, which I'm not going to say who, because I don't know if that's an agreed upon thing. But I heard from this other person that everything's gone to shit, and she was just like, "Yep, the whole place is a shit show."
Aw, you left and it became a shit show. I'm not gonna say that made me feel good when I heard that in my last job.
It was already going that way, which
Oh.
is why I allowed myself to be let go,
Hmm.
because it was one of those situations where I didn't have to be let go. I was given options, and I chose no, just
Yeah.
let me go.
Yeah. No, I know that one. I've had it go both ways. I've had it where like during COVID, I was the only one keeping this place going. Everything was running smoothly, as smoothly as it could with product from China and all that and just COVID regulations. So then when they're like, we're going to go in a different direction, I was like, okay, have fun with the shit show you just created. Like, I'm literally the only motherfucker here. So whoever you're going to hire is going to have come in and have no kind of, like, the warehouse guy's only 2 weeks old. Like, no one's going to have
Ooh,
no one
they're
to help.
employing infants now.
Yeah, 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 infants. No, like I hadn't even finished training him on how to like do stuff, and like you're gonna okay, whatever, have fun with that. And the only other person that was there with me, the sales guy, quit like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later because he said it was a shit show and he wasn't willing to like answer questions he couldn't, so he just quit too. And then when I was moving from Nebraska to Washington, I told them that I would stay if they would give me the position that I was due. Like I had been doing the job for 4 months, and like I would stay if they made it worth my while because everybody already looked up to me and blah 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 blah. Well, HR hated me, and because I told the truth, I called her out on her bullshit and pointed out how we could get in big trouble if she didn't quit her bullshit. Um, and so they weren't willing to like do that. And so then they promoted somebody when I left that was already like one strike away from getting fired for attendance. And so of course he didn't last like 3 months. So then they promoted the guy that like doesn't speak hardly any English and had like knocked over 6 or 7 tanks already. It's like, nah, you created this problem yourself. Like I was willing to stay. And then of course, as I predicted and I told her to her face in front of her boss, she didn't last. She lasted 3 years and 1 month. Like she does it every job. Because she got caught. And she got told she could leave quietly or they could make us think about it. She was this I think I'm better than everybody else white woman who would hit on and flirt with all the black, non-American guys who spoke hardly any English. Because they didn't understand her, she thought that was okay. And then, like, she would shit on all the white women. Like, we weren't shit. Like, I don't know. I called her out on it. She didn't like it. I got in trouble a lot. I pulled it off a couple times for saying it to other people. Or agreeing with other people when they would say it. Sorry, I have no filter. Not sorry. So me and the boyfriend work out so much. We have no filter. We don't fucking care. If you get pissed, walk away, hit something. I don't care as long as it ain't me, because I'll hit back. But yeah. So that's kind of cool you ran into him though. How long had it been?
Let's see.
I guess you can only answer that.
2017, so 5 years now.
Oh wow. Yeah, that has been a while then.
Yeah, she's like, you should come back. We need people who can actually do the job.
Why would you willingly go back into a shit show unless you were going back as like the supervisor to change the shit show?
Exactly. It's like, I have PTSD from that place.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely don't go back. That's not something you should ever willingly put yourself back into. No.
The funny thing is, I miss the work of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
there's tons of jobs I miss the work, but not the people, not the bullshit politics.
I also like miss my actual coworkers. It's the management.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the culture of the industrial complex of the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they called themselves a hospital, but they were a profit-making machine.
Yeah.
And every decision they made was for profit, not for patients, not to, improve working conditions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why the boyfriend's quitting the place he is, because they run him crazy, and he's hit the top of his pay and the top of his like things he knows, and then he works 8 to 5, and then he runs night calls from 10 to 5, and then when he like shows up late because he had 5 night calls and no backup, and he had to run somebody else's call before his shift even started. And then they wanted to run fleet work that you can only do after 3. Like, he's like, they try to write him up for falling asleep at the wheel at a red light, and he's like, "Go ahead, I don't fucking like. Let me know when you want me to call OSHA." But he's on call, not on a shift, so technically they get around it that way. And they're somehow screwing with his pay because he's not getting the commission pay he should. The way they do their math is, I haven't figured it out yet, but it's stupid. So he's going to come work down the road from the house at his old shop, so that when we, in the next 6 months or less, get my credit card debt so I can do the VA loan and get pre-approved for a house, he'll be close to work. He'll just have to deal with it for a few months. So. But the goal is for us to get a house and for him to pay off enough bills that he can get a dually and start his own hotshot company. So that'd be nice. So is it like a fear of being on the phone or a fear of phone, like the actual phone, or both? There's a girl at my office that like hates it to the point she will put it off to the last like hour, and I think she has a touch of this.
Oh, I definitely have it.
Because she doesn't even like talking on her cell phone that much. She will text before she'll call. She'll send memes, she'll text and all that. Like the phone rings and she like pushes it away from her for a minute. And it's like,
if I have to set something up and there is no way to do it via internet, and you have to fucking call the place, which is back-ass words in this modern day, it takes me weeks, even months, to psych myself up to making that call.
I'm that way. Like okay, so when it's getting information from somewhere, I prefer a phone call, but versus over the internet. But I don't like to be on the phone. Like I'd rather text all day long. I hate making phone calls. But I think I've done it for so long that I physically, like in customer service, I physically feel like I shut part of my body down when I make a phone call. If that makes sense. Like I go to like I shut all the emotion down and then I'm just kind of a robot. You know, is those all there? Here's what I gotta say. I'm okay, great, write it down, done. Like, and if I need information, I'd rather hear it from a person than a robot. But then half the time when I try to find stuff online, it's just easier to call a person because like I have such a hard time finding shit online. Usually you call it and it says you can go to this website. I'm like, okay, thanks. That's all I need to know. Click. Go, go to the website. Been trying to find it forever and this website's not popping up. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Yeah, it does make it hard to find work because there's a lot of like phone customer service stuff, and that's part of my job as an administrative coordinator. All we do is fucking set up schedules and make phone calls and set up a folder. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the work, but it's still phone related. And I call anywhere from on a short day 5 people, on a long day 25 people a day. And I hate it. I don't call till after lunch so I can psych myself up all morning and get the other shit done so I don't get overwhelmed. And then I literally, like, people think I'm crazy because we got L-shaped desks, but I have, like, my computer and stuff over here where I can work all morning and be focused. And then I turn my desk this way, turn my chair this way, and here's the phone and what I got to say and, like, a notebook to write the schedule down of whatever they want. And then I'll get done with all my phone calls, and then I'll go make all the folders. This is my, I don't want to be here. This is my, we're tuning that out. That's why our office is set up now. You can move it. Like, it's better that way. So, I get it. I definitely do. I didn't know it had a, I'm sure everything pretty much has a phobia name, but that's kind of cool. Telephobia. At least that actually makes sense. Telephobia. The telephone. There are some of them that I'm just like, Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, with the phobia name.
Well, they make sense if you speak ancient languages.
True, but I like Latin and I still don't like them. Technically, I speak an ancient language. I speak Choctaw.
Yeah, most of them are Greek.
It's old enough now that it's ancient.
Most of the phobias are Greek.
Are they Greek?
roots.
I thought they were Latin.
No, Latin is used in other stuff, but phobias mostly Greek.
Huh. Never too old to learn something new.
Because phobia itself is a Greek word.
It's a Greek word, yeah. I guess that would make sense.
So why mix like Latin and Greek in the same word?
You know, why you gotta be so damn smart? God damn it.
I mean, we're in America, which they would absolutely mix the two languages in one word because our language is a mutt.
That's why we have the term Spanglish, because we can't fucking say one thing in the same language. Which I can't say nothing. I'll switch from Choctaw to English to Spanish all in one fucking sentence. Sometimes throw a little bit of Italian in there if I forget the difference between the Spanish word and the Italian word. Which makes my Spanish friends go, huh? I used to have a job where I called 90 people a day, then had a customer service job, which was all day phone calls. I had to quit because it made me so anxious. Yeah, my sister used to work at Nelnet, and that's how we started to figure out that she had autism, because like we thought it was just her not being able to be on the phone or whatever, but she would get so anxious, she'd get so sick to her stomach, and most people would just hate it, but they'd still do it, and she literally would be sick for days. It's like, okay, is this a phobia or is this like something more? it would just treat her so differently.
Yeah, and I didn't have. I found out another phobia when I was working retail after working in the hospital because I never had a problem with this in the hospital. Actually, I did. I didn't realize how bad a problem I had, but I did have a problem. I have agoraphobia,
Mm.
um, and it got to the point where I couldn't work weekends at the store
Why?
because the crowds gave me panic attacks.
Oh yeah, because it's just more busy on the weekends.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I put earphones in when we go to Walmart. Like, I can't like yesterday. It was so busy at both the WalMarts I tried to go to that I couldn't find a place to park, and I was like, "This is the first time I've ever tried to go on a Saturday." But we really needed stuff. I had waited so late in the week till I got paid that I didn't have a choice, and I just like I looked at all the lines, the rows of cars, and I was like, "Even earphones ain't taking care of this today." Nope. Sorry, the cats are gonna have to like go find some more food because it's just not happening. They're gonna have to pee outside. Like, I know we need litter and I know we need food, but kittens can eat the adult food, and
Oh
I'll
yeah,
fucking go get some
if it's
sand before that.
past, if it's more than an hour past opening, I don't even want to go to a store.
Yeah, and this was like 1 o'clock. I just thought that it wouldn't be that packed because college football started. But then I didn't think about NFL starts, so it's the first weekend, so everybody's having parties for kickoff like they do for Super Bowl. So everybody's trying to get all their shit the day before so they can stay at home, which hopefully will mean I get more DoorDash orders today. I guess we'll find out here in a couple hours. But so yeah, I didn't know this. Many of the medical words for fears in general are Greek.
Yeah, because
So like just most of the medical field's words are Greek.
no, for fears.
Oh, just for fears.
Hmm.
So I think Latin is more like university education based, probably. From what y'all are making me think. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that does this. I really thought it was just me trying to learn two similar languages at one time. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, so y'all think you might be on the autistic spectrum? Yeah. Yeah. My sister's therapist helped her figure it out, and then they went from there with testing and stuff. Um, she's on the higher end, but like she has some problems. Like me and my daughter were talking yesterday about like apparently they had in debate class they had a thing about whether the law is black and white or how gray is it. Like, can you say that if a 16-year-old goes and kills somebody in any form or fashion that they should always be treated as an adult, blah 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 blah. And so Kara was like, no, they shouldn't, because you can't like put everybody in the same same cup, because if they did it by accident, or they don't have the fully functioning idea of what's happening and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, like your aunt, like she would flee from the scene because in her mind, oh crap, I hit somebody, run to somebody, versus stop and take care of that person. Like, her brain would revert back. Yes, I'm 38, so she's 28, but her brain is still that of like a 16-year-old. So like the mental capability is different. Doesn't matter the age. You got to think about how they are mentally. So, you have to take a lot of things into account for stuff like that. But, all right. This one is, I think, my siren at the end. Yeah. So it goes wee boom.
It's the most gentle of your bums.
It
Because the
lets you know it's
siren
coming.
the siren comes on slower.
Yeah, it does. Dude, Thursday my migraine was so bad, I literally put the siren on YouTube on repeat. Like there's an hour nuke siren that just sits on repeat, and I sat there and had that my entire lunch. I had so many people going by my car looking at me so weird because I had it turned up so loud, but it made my migraine go down to a headache. So I don't know why it works. It does. Fucking love the nuke siren. Do I ever want to hear it in real life? No, but it works. So they can kiss my weird ass. I was doing it during my stimp break. It made my headache go down.
They can kiss my weird ass. Oh, let me see if I can remember how this one went. It was like my favorite one of those kiss my ass things. Is they can pick one of the 40 acres of my ass and kiss it.
All right, this one doesn't have the time countdown on it, so you just have to watch and see how close you are. But it is 20 minutes, so we'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, no jump scares with that one.
I was waiting. That's a shaky, 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 shaky. Like, click it up. Okay, let's just go back because it's not letting. You said that like every time I try to hit pause, it's like, nope, not happening. Nope, you like this too much. Oh man, it went all the way back. There we go.
I got all my notes finished typing up, so I just have 4 stories left to go into.
Nice. So Jules showed up to say hi. Glad you're feeling better.
Hi.
I'm glad you're feeling better. I heard you weren't doing that great. Megan came in with the boom. Megan is our winner today.
Isn't it 3 out of 3?
Yep. Working on the article. No idea what my word count is. I don't know what mine is either. I know I finished a chapter on the writing down the questions. So that's like half page. And then I wrote a page and a half on notes on chapter 18. I wish I could like stay here all day and just get this book over with. I feel like I've only taken 2 or 3 days with every other book. I've already been out this one a week, which lets me know exactly how far I did not read this book. I got through part 1 and was like, hey, it's a good book. Which I didn't know was only like 28% of the book.
Is this one for the for Tamara's thing?
Yeah, it was one of the ones we did back in season 2, I think. It's one of the first ones we did. But I'm going back and finishing every single one of them that I didn't finish, which I didn't realize until I did my spreadsheet was about 3/4 of them.
Someone didn't do their homework.
Like, I would read it, but like, what the hell is my computer doing? Because I'm not gonna pull up the spreadsheet. I just had so many books, and we were like, I was trying to read a craft book on my own, a craft book for the workshop, and then a personal book for myself. And I think I just put way too much on my plate. Like, I got enough read that I could be on and like talk about it and stuff like that, and know whether I liked it or not, and all that. But I think this one was one that, because I have whether I was there or not on the stream, and this is one that I didn't get to finish reading the book. I don't even think I like. Something happened. I think this was like the month I was moving or something. So I was trying to look at on my spreadsheet, but it's not popping up. But so I didn't get into this book at all. I read enough to know it was a good book, but that was it. And so I have like my notebook has how far Kindle says I got on each one. And I've done all the ones that like I was 50% and above on reading. So this is the first one like I know I was under 50%. I want to say this one I had read like 28%. I didn't understand why. It's because it has 3 parts and 27 chapters, and my notes had only got me to chapter 9. So there's a lot of good stuff in it. I mean, it has 3 different types of character arcs, which until I started reading this book, I didn't even know there was. I thought there was just positive and negative, and I really didn't understand the negative a lot because I didn't want to write negative. But this has positive, negative, and what is part 2? The flat arc.
Yeah, are you familiar with the original Star Wars trilogy?
Familiar? Yes. Like them, watch them? No. Which is probably why I didn't know it was this.
It's a matter of, do you know what happened?
Only in the first one. That's how little I care.
I was just going to relate that to the positive and negative character arcs.
Oh yeah, no, he has, because there's been so many books out, he has Star Wars as part of the examples in all 3 arcs. Like, it has a flat and a positive and a negative arc in the series. It just depends on the book. Because, like, each arc has, like, positive arc is just a positive arc, but, like, the negative arc, you can have a disillusionment arc, a fall arc, or corruption arc.
Yeah, and a negative arc is a really good thing for a trilogy because it's like a really good thing for the middle of the trilogy.
See, and I'm gonna have to look into that because, like, my books aren't a trilogy, but they're standalone novels, but they are a series. So at some point, I'm kind of wondering if for like an overall arc of like the whole series, if I want to do something like that.
Yeah, and basically a negative, because it doesn't have to just be a character arc. It can be a negative story arc.
Right.
And it's just a matter of everything's getting worse in that book.
Yeah. Well, I'm beginning to wonder if, like, I've got a character in my head for one of the books I haven't written yet. If I want to do like a disillusionment negative arc and like go back and the person that they're fighting in book 3, I had an idea of going back and kind of telling his side of the story because I hint at in book 3 that like he wasn't always bad. You know, like there was something that turned him bad. And I was trying to think of how I wanted to like work that into book 3 and have that come out. But the more I'm reading this, I'm like, I could actually create like a disillusionment arc for his narrative and like make that work for his book. That way you already know if you've read the other books that it's not going to end well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get his story as kind of a side character story.
Yeah, and that's what's really cool about the craft books is that, you know, people are like, I don't want to use a craft book. They tell you how to do things. It's like, that's not really the big takeaway from reading a craft book. The craft books make you think of your own story and how the craft book applies to it. And usually when you're reading a craft book, it just opens more doors to the story.
Oh yeah. I've already written like 5 notes for book 3 that I'm editing based on this book that I'm like, holy crap, I didn't think about that. I could have added like this and yeah. It's gonna make more time editing, but
yeah, basically it just gives you more ideas for what you've already written.
Yeah, well, and it teaches you. I mean, yeah, I don't want to read a book that says specifically do A, B, C, D, and you'll have a good book because that may have worked for them, but it's not going to work for me if my writing is shit. But I'm learning stuff to thus make my book better, so that I could, if I wanted to, do A, B, C, D, and have a good book and possibly have it take off like these people. There's no point in reading how to make a blow up successful book if your writing is shit.
Right.
You gotta have the things to learn what you need to make the good book to then blow up. So, like I said, I knew about positive and negative arcs, but I didn't know about the flat arc, and I didn't know within the negative arc there was a disillusionment, fall, and corruption arc. So, like, I'm learning things, and in learning that, it's giving me ideas, not just for the books I'm working on, but for future books.
Mm-hmm.
For ideas I already had. And it makes your job easier as well. When you're doing your developmental and you're like, why the fuck didn't you think of this? This is like right here. It's so obvious. You're like, oh yeah. And I'll be like, Jayce, I had this idea. And I know you read this, but what if we added this?
Yes, my infamous shower thoughts.
I was in the shower and I wrote this down. Let's see. Michaela wrote 169. That's sprint. For some reason, I can't concentrate today. Hey, it's the weekend. It's okay. You have to get ready for tomorrow. Freaking Monday. Hate Monday. Progress is progress, though. That is right. And that's a good workout. I mean, it's for that sprint or for this stream. That's good. It's even a tiny step forward is a step forward, as I have to remind my boyfriend every week when he gets pissed off about his job. I'm so glad he's getting another one. He'll actually make more money and shut up about that. I had a really shitty week and I needed support. He's over here bitching, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I can't be happy for you and like give you advice when all I want to do is go over here in a corner and cry. Everybody has those days, damn it.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Yes, I did just Miley Cyrus it.
Yeah, you did. You did go there. You did. Great craft book about descriptions. I recommend Word Painting Revised Edition. Okay, I'll write that down. Find my notebook for books I want to find. Yeah, I've got like, I don't need help finding more books. I've got like 2 pages worth of books that I want to buy straight Kindle Unlimited, which means I need to start reading my Kindle Unlimited craft books so I can get more. But I'm determined to quit going crazy with trying to do too many things at once. They say that's not good for like getting stuff done. Whether it is or isn't, I just want to be able to be like, I finished this. I did this.
I finished something.
Right? I forget what commercial that is. I did this. Yeah, no, and in this I'm realizing I don't know where like 10 books worth of notes are that I know I started, but if I can't find them, then I obviously didn't write a lot of them because they'd be in the notebook or they'd be in the binder, and they're not either. So lovely.
But yeah, that what we were saying about craft books is also the reason why I don't read a lot of them, and that's because for me, craft books create plot bunnies, and I don't need more plot bunnies.
That's why you keep your plot bunnies in a plot bunny garden with a big ass fence. I called a notebook. I am gonna find that notebook right now, by the way. Where's my purse? Yeah, my new purse. It says something about you as a person when you buy a computer bag, not to have a bigger purse, but so that you don't have a purse and a computer bag full of not a computer, but notebooks. The big part isn't a purse, it's notebooks. I haven't changed everything else. I don't know where my other bag is.
Yeah, I have a carry-on bag from a luggage set that is basically a messenger bag now for writing stuff.
Mm-hmm. See, I had bought a messenger bag, and I had a really, really as old as Kira, literally as old as Kira, bag. This guy right here that I absolutely freaking loved, and the cat pissed on it. And I've tried washing them both like 3 fucking times, and they still smell. So my mom got pissed that I didn't have any money, and I spent money on a bag. But I started carrying 3 things, and making it quite obvious that I wasn't always working on work stuff. So I decided to do that. And I used points, and it was only $5. Because my ass. I just write it in this notebook, because if I write it anywhere on my desk, the cats will push it off, and then I will lose it. Alright. Somewhere in here is the books I want. There it is. Alright. Yeah, they have to be big enough. I mean, that way, like, when I go to the boyfriend's, if I want to carry my laptop, I can. I just have one little zipper in the front, and that's got my wallet. My keys can go in there. my knife, and my perfume. That's the main things in my purse. And then the rest is big enough to have my vitamins and all my notebooks, and if I need to, my laptop.
You say your knife?
Yeah,
You are so
this is who you're
Texas.
talking to. Come on. It has nothing to do with Texas. It has nothing to do with Texas. Like, literally, it would be on my pocket right now if I wasn't planning on changing these jeans, so I left the boyfriend's without it in it. But, yeah, literally, not just shit. Perfume, eye drops, knife with a retractable blade. That's like my box cutting knife. Yes, I have 2 knives. I'm going in order of what's in my purse here. Wallet, knife that was in my pants last night. Oh, and a fingernail file because I found one in my car.
See, I understand the box cutter knife. Well, I mean, a
I mean,
weapon
that
knife
comes
I
pretty handy
understand for
too.
you, but
Yeah, the normal person will have a purse with a knife in it just to have. Maybe if they want it for protection, but
a utility knife is a different beast altogether.
yeah.
That's
Well,
just a tool.
I used to have a utility knife that was part of the what do they call them? The Swiss Army knives. They had everything,
Hmm.
but them knives are just so like small and like useless. And then like this is how you know I'm me. This is my key card for work. There's my keys that I use at work. Here's a knife that looks like a key that I've actually pulled out and used before. So, and then I got a knife on my keys. I'm usually carrying a knife on me that's serrated to play with my nails. I'll break it out and be like, oh, look at the knife out. I'm weird. I know it. All right. While I get the links up, do you have anything different or out of the ordinary going on this week?
No, I still am not even thinking about streaming.
Okay. Because then let me know when you do decide to, so I can start planning that into my plans. Let's see. Yeah, Jules is streaming, so that is the playlist stream, and then I'll get Jules going. I will stream this coming Wednesday, should the weather permit. The last 2 Wednesdays, the lightning has been crazy. I did not even want to try it. So it's supposed to not rain. So I will stream this Wednesday on Twitch, but I will not be streaming next Sunday. The boyfriend, the daughter, and I are going with some friends to the beach to try to make it a better experience for her. But I'll be back the weekend after. And I will be streaming during like the Ren Fair weekends because we're going on Saturdays. Now that I actually have Saturdays off. So all right, so there is the playlist for Devin for the day to get some more writing and stuff work done. And there's Jules. And we'll see you next week. Or week after next.
I'm not going to be here next week. See you next week.
The 24th, 25th. Fucking heck. I'll see you the last weekend of the month. Both the writing workshop and my stream.